What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back on video, and today's video is actually my Bleach 1000 Year Blood War episode 10 review. I'm sorry I couldn't just do it right away. I was personally busy with other stuff, but at least I got it the day after. So yeah, it's going to probably be a day later after everybody. Again, I know everyone else does their Bleach episodes like literally the day of, but the way I'm busy with work and stuff like that and the way my body is, it's hard for me to do it on that exact Monday. So just give you guys a heads up. So with Bleach 1000 Year Blood War episode 10, so pretty much we get to a flashback of Kenpachi being a kid, and you know Unohana, I guess is her as one of the member of the 13 Court Guard squads. It looks like more of the past, and you know the lieutenant or one of their soldiers are telling Unohana, we understand that we're trying to go after these like criminals, stuff like that. It doesn't really keep the balance of peace. And they said like it's harder to find someone that's as powerful as you to contend with and stuff like that. And then they look at a mountains of bodies, and they're like, "Oh, Captain, is this your doing?" He's like, "No, this is not my doing." He's like, "Who the hell is that? That kid?" And that's Zaraki, Kenpachi Zaraki as a kid. And the thing is, he was so powerful that he just stabbed Unohana, and that's how she got that scar. And you know, obviously we found out later on is that in the episode that Kenpachi was so powerful, like everything he cut was like nothing to him, and that he was like, yeah, I'm so powerful, finally found someone that's my match. And he found out that, you know, to keep him enjoying the battle, he kept lowering and restraining his power, and he just like kept giving up, so he can never truly fight how he truly wants to fight. It's almost like he put locks on himself so he can enjoy the battle, because he's so powerful he can just slice her up and it's over. And he realized that she was much weaker. She was weaker than him when he was powerful as a kid, and he kept lowering his power just so he can have an even fight. And then he got knocked out, and then she realized, oh, he's the one, the name worthy of Zaraki. And they keep fighting, and then Unohana finally does her Bankai. Yo, it is some sick crap, man. It is like, damn, like pretty much most of this beginning of this episode, like the first 10 to 15 minutes of them just fighting. And the way she does her Bankai, because again, in the manga, it was dope as well. But in the anime, I'll be honest with you, I think Bleach has probably one of the best animations ever. And I think Bleach does a better job in the anime than it does in the manga, personally, right? Because I remember I read this in the manga. It was good, but it was not like this. This was like a cinematic movie. And I forgot that it was like acid blood. Like it was blood, but it was also acid as well. So every time she kept on killing him, she kept bringing him back to life. And then the way Zaraki was fighting, his body's all melting and stuff like that. And honestly, it was just crazy, man. I was like, yo, this is like peak fiction. And eventually they fight, slash, fight, //, and then he beats her, and she gives him the name of Kenpachi, and she pretty much says, you know, you did it to increase your strength. You know, you tricked yourself to increase your strength. I use keto, keep my body strong to last forever and ever, so you could, so I can face you and die and make sure you're the strongest. And then he hears a voice. He's like, who's there? What's that? It's like, I've always been with you. And it sounds like more of a girl. Because in the manga, I don't know if it was a boy. I don't know what it was, right? But it's like, oh, hear my name. And it's like, what is my name? And it cuts off right then and there. And again, if you guys read a manga, if you guys already read the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, you already know the name of Kenpachi Zanpakuto. I don't really have to say here. And then we get to the part where Ichigo, and this is kind of what kind of throws the tone off. This happened in the manga as well, where Renji, the Kon, and Ichigo meet the creator of Zanpakuto. He's the blade god, stuff like that. Then they see all these beautiful women, and then you find out they're all Zanpakuto. He does all these jokes and memes and gags and stuff like that. And then they talk. Then he brings them to the Ahuchas, which are the Zanpakutos that were abandoned, stuff like that. And he gives his whole monologue, speech, and stuff like that. The creator of Zanpakuto, stuff like that. And pretty much says, hey, you have to fight them to the death, blah, blah, blah. and it looks like Renji survived and Ichigo didn't survive. He's like, okay, Renji, you pass. Then Ichigo comes up, they bring him up, and he says, listen, I don't fix Zanpakuto for losers. You have to fix who you are. You got to go back to your roots. He's like, what about all the stuff I went through? Well, listen, I'm not fixing your Zanpakuto for you, blah, blah, blah. You got to go back home. He's like, no. And then he does like a galactic, because I don't remember this happening in the manga, but he does like a Gotenks galactic donut kind of technique and sends him right back home. And he sends him back to the, the Ichigo's house, like the Kurosaki clinic. And that's pretty much the episode. And of course you get to the preview where I think that's his mother talking. I guess it's going to be like a flashback thing in the next episode. And that's pretty much it. I'm really just to let you guys know. And also another thing as well, I'll let you guys know as well. I'll probably link it in the description box down below. I didn't want to make a whole video about it, but if you guys don't know, I think episode 12, episode 13, they're all going to be put into one episode as like an hour-long special. And honestly, I think that's smart, right? Because I think it's the final episode of Bleach. It's going to take episode 12, episode 13, and put them all into one episode. Honestly, I think that's smart because I think it comes out December 26th. Because I think that everyone's like, that's a bad move. No, it's a very smart move because you gotta realize it's the day after Christmas. A lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but I'll be working, stuff like that, but a lot of people are at home at that time. So like a lot of people, parents are off, a lot of kids are off, stuff like that. So if they're bored and there's really nothing out, be like, oh, Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, let me just binge it. And that's probably what a lot of people are gonna do. I think that's a smart business move, personally. That's just me personally. And people could go back and watch the dubs and stuff like that. So honestly, it's a win-win situation. And we'll see how it goes. But I just think that was a smart business move because a lot of people are going to be at home on Christmas. And instead of doing it week by week, you just put all the 2 episodes in one. You have a whole week where everyone's locked up in there. Not locked up, but like at home together as a family. They're bored, get to watch something to watch. And Bleach, perfect. You could binge watch the whole 1,000 Year Blood War. So that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.